So same would be applied with open-ended question. Only one thing would change, that question word will be added before the statement, not the statement, before the question. Before the close-ended question, we'll be only adding question words. For example, uh, why had she been studying since morning? So what you're getting here, question word plus had plus subject plus been plus verb fourth, or verb plus ing, right? And then object if given, and time if given, since and for, right? So this would be the structure. And for the negative one, question word plus had plus subject plus not plus been plus verb fourth, or question word plus hadn't plus subject plus been plus verb fourth. So that will be the structure. So this is what we had to revise, right? So we've done with the revision. Now let us practice. Okay, so let me start with Anamika Sharma ji. Give me example um, having each type. It means there will be 6 sentences, right?
So
Give me
could you please
example.
repeat the question?
Give me example with this particular category, past perfect continuous tense, having each type. Each type. It means there will be 6 questions. Frame 6 questions as your example in English.
So the question is each time.
You're not getting my point. Okay, I'm asking this. You will frame an example. Frame an example first. Frame an example, a statement, a positive statement, affirmative sentence. Give me an example. Past perfect continuous tense.
Okay. Okay. Sir, I had been working since morning.
Correct. Now I
I had
want you. Yes, you got the point. Now I
I
want you to frame it with 5 remaining statements. Sorry,
okay,
sentences.
sir.
Yes.
I had not been working since morning. Had I been working since morning? Had I not been working since morning? Why had I been working since morning? Why hadn't I been working since morning?
Correct. All right. Priyanshi ji, I would like you to frame 6 examples in the same format.
Okay. She had been studying since morning. She hadn't been studying since morning. Had she been studying since morning? Hadn't she been studying since morning? Why had she been studying since morning? And why hadn't she been studying since morning?
Correct. Renu ji, I would like you to frame 6 examples for each.
I had been playing for 2 hours. I hadn't been playing for 2 hours. Had I been playing for 2 hours? Hadn't I been playing for 2 hours? Why had I playing for 2 hours?
No, no,
Why
no, no.
hadn't
Why
I
had I been?
been playing for 2 hours? Why hadn't I been playing for 2 hours?
Last question was what? Repeat again. Last one.
Why hadn't I been playing for 2 hours?
Correct. Amarja ji, frame 6 sentences. You all are going with the normal stuff. Better if you add some past actions as well. Can you do that, Amarja ji? Along with the past event, like I'm giving you an example. Uh, she had been dancing since the teacher arrived. She had been dancing since the teacher arrived. This is an example. Another example. I had been cooking before my father came to visit me. Second example. And third example, my brother had been drawing before the exam started. So you can frame the examples like these, and you can go on with other statements and questions too. 6 sentences in the same way.
And I had been playing since morning.
You're not, sorry. Amplify your voice. Your voice is not clear. Speak louder.
Now it is clear.
Okay, we can manage. Yes, try.
I had been playing since morning. I hadn't been playing since morning. Had I been playing since morning? Hadn't I been playing since morning? Why I had been playing since morning? Why I hadn't been playing since morning?
Why had I been playing since morning? Not why I had. I agree that in language it is used. There is no problem. In language, you can say why I had been playing since morning. Correct, no problem. But if we are talking about right structure and grammar, then you'll go with this. Why had I been going? Sorry, why had I been playing? Right, playing. Why had I been playing since morning? Next, why hadn't I been playing since morning? Or why had I not been playing since morning? But you did not understand my approach. The examples which I gave, it was about adding the past actions too. Is there anyone who can try this?
Yeah,
Sir,
can I try?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mayutalaji, turn on the camera.
Sorry, actually, I'm unable to turn the camera right now.
No
But
problem.
can I?
No problem. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I had been working before the batch started. I hadn't been working before the batch started. Hadn't I been working before the batch started? Why had I been working before the batch started? Um, Actually, I forgot to. It's like
Why had I not, last one, why had I not been working before the test
okay,
started?
before.
Yes.
Okay,
Or why hadn't I been? It can also be framed as like this. Why hadn't I been working?
why hadn't I been working
Hmm,
before the batch started?
correct. Great. Some of you have written in comment section. Yes, you can be active in comment sections too. You can utilize your time by writing in comment section, practicing in comment section too. So write in chat box your examples. Keep on writing. So, okay, Surjit ji, would you like to go with the statements which would add past actions or event as well? Like Mayutalaji has given an example, given 6 examples.
Uh, give I am giving example, sir.
Yes, right. Give me some examples using past event as well, like before, since, some statements like Mayutalaji has given some examples in the
Okay,
same
sir.
way. Yes.
So um, he had been playing cricket since 2010. Is
Wait.
that
Yes, that's
okay?
great. That's a great. That's a correct statement. But my question is like, how would
Hmm.
you frame the examples using past event? You're not getting my point. I guess, guys, you're not able to catch me. What I'm saying. I'm saying that okay. I'm giving you example, then you'll understand. For example, I
Okay.
want you to add two statements, two clauses. If I say, for example, they had been uh, visiting Radford before Rahul informed me. They had been visiting the Radford before Rahul informed me. So there you can see. First one is main clause. They had been
Okay.
visiting Red Fort. And then second one is dependent clause. Before Rahul informed me. So are you able to frame examples like these?
Yes, sir. I am trying to. Mm. She has. She had been. She had been reading before exam started.
Started, yes. Okay, now go with the negative statement in the same example.
She had not been reading before exam started.
Yes.
Uh,
Next question.
Had had she not been reading before exam started?
You missed a positive question.
And
had she been reading?
had she been reading before exam started?
Correct.
Had she not been reading before exam started, or hadn't she been not reading, or hadn't she been reading before exam started? Why uh, why had why had why she had not been why she had been reading before exam started? Why she had not been reading before exam started? Or why hadn't she been reading before exam started?
Previous two examples, like you said, why she had been reading before exam started. Again, I would mark the same statement which I told earlier. It is correct according to the use in language, but it is incorrect according to the framework of grammar. Why
Okay.
she had been reading before exam started? Incorrect according to the framework of grammar. So what would be here? Correct statement according to the framework. It would be why, then had, then she, then been, then reading before the exam started. Second one, why had she not been reading before the exam started? Or why hadn't she been, that one was correct, you told. Why hadn't she been reading before the exam started?
Reading.
So do not forget the framework of the structured formula which I have made you write. Okay, but yes,
Okay,
in language we talk in that way as well, right? So that is okay in language, but that is not okay in framework with the grammar. Yes, some of you have written some examples, like Anamika ji had typed, I had been studying before he came, correct? And Savitri ji, I had been sleeping since my sister cooked food. Okay, let me tell you one thing. You may be confused in that way. What if I say this statement and say that another statement? Listen. I had been sleeping since my sister cooked food, and I had been sleeping before my sister cooked food. What is the basic difference? Savitri ji, would you please tell me? I have given you another example. Like you have typed, I had been sleeping since my sister cooked food. Correct. This is correct statement. But I am trying to frame another example. In another context, I said I had been sleeping before my sister cooked food. What is the basic difference between your example and my example?
Means sir, before I was doing that thing before that work started, and
Yes.
since it means I was doing that thing since this thing was happened.
It means after that, when that happened, then you started
Yes,
doing
sir.
that. Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Great. Let me make it clear. When you are adding since, it means you started doing that particular work from that point. And when we are adding before, it means you were doing that particular work before that uh, action happened, right? So this is the basic
Yes.
difference. So it may come with whatever you're adding. Either you are adding when or you are adding until. You must know what is the context. So for that, I just took this example. Good. Priyansi ji
Sir,
has
could you
written.
please repeat?
Yes.
Could you please repeat again?
No.
I'm unable to understand the difference.
You're unable to understand the difference. Okay, let me help you in Hindi. When she has written this, I had been sleeping since my sister cooked food. It would be translated in Hindi in this way. मैं सो रही थी जब मेरी बहन ने खाना पकाया था, या जब मेरी बहन ने खाना पकाया मैं सो रही थी। जब मेरी बहन ने नहीं, सॉरी, सेंस उस समय से, यस, मैं सो रही थी जब से मेरी बहन ने खाना पकाया, और जब से उसने खाना पकाया तब से मैं सो रही थी। जब से उसने खाना पकाया तब से मैं सो रही थी। मेरी बहन ने खाना पकाया उस समय से मैं सो रही थी। कब से सो रही थी, इसका मतलब यह है कि आई हैड बीन स्लीपिंग, मैं सो रही थी तब से, जब से मेरी बहन ने खाना पकाया। इट इज सेइंग दिस, ओके। इसमें ये कहा जा रहा है कि मैं सो रही थी तब से, जब से मेरी बहन ने खाना पकाया। दूसरा स्टेटमेंट में मैंने बोला आई हैड बीन स्लीपिंग बिफोर माई सिस्टर कुक्ड फूड। इसका मतलब क्या, मैं सो रही थी मेरे बहन के खाना पकाने से पहले। दोनों में डिफरेंस है। मैं सो रही थी, मेरे बहन के खाना पकाने से पहले मैं सो रही थी। आई हैड बीन स्लीपिंग बिफोर माई सिस्टर कुक्ड फूड। और दूसरा था आई हैड बीन स्लीपिंग सिंस माई सिस्टर कुक्ड फूड। इसका मतलब मैं तब से सो रही थी जब से मेरी सिस्टर खाना पका रही थी। दोनों में डिफरेंस है। मैं सो रही थी जब से मेरी सिस्टर खाना पकाया, ऐसे बोलेंगे। वैसे बोलने में हिंदी में थोड़ा ऐसा आ रहा है, लेकिन पका रही थी बोल सकते हैं, ठीक है। जब से मेरी सिस्टर ने खाना पकाया तब से मैं सो रही थी, ये हो जाएगा। सो दैट इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस। हिंदी में शायद समझ में आया हो, यू मे हैव अंडरस्टूड इन हिंदी। डिड यू गेट इट और आई शैल एक्सप्लेन मोर? अनामिका जी,
No, sir. Clear.
क्लियर, ओके। देन Priyansi ji has written she had been cooking before her mother scolded. Great. इन हिंदी, उसकी माँ के डांटने से पहले वो खाना पका रही थी। Amarja ji has written he had been playing before his coach arrived. Correct. Deepaji, I had been talking since morning, correct. I had been singing since 2014, Mayank correct. All right. Sangam ji, now frame 6 examples using the same format. Sangam ji.
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. Could you repeat, please?
Give me 6 examples using the same format we have been using.
We had been playing cricket since Monday.
Okay.
We hadn't played cricket since
No,
Monday.
We hadn't played cricket. That is different case.
We
Work
hadn't
complete.
been.
Yes, we hadn't been.
We hadn't been playing cricket since Monday.
Yes.
Had we been playing cricket since Monday? Hadn't we been playing cricket since Monday? Why had we been playing cricket since Monday? Why hadn't been playing cricket since Monday?
Why hadn't we? We. Why hadn't we been playing cricket since morning? Correct. Okay. Pratiksha ji, frame 6 examples. Turn on a camera. Everyone who is available, turn on a camera. Pratiksha ji has typed something. I had been studying English for 2 months. That's correct. Yes, now on camera. Give 6 examples. Pratiksha ji, another example.
I had been studying English for 2 months.
No. That you have already typed in chat box. Frame another example.
No, sir.
Yes.
सर मैंने पहले से बना के रखे थे.
5 rupees. Fine. Do not speak Hindi. I know that is correct. I have seen that. Now try to make another example. Try to frame another example.
Okay. Uh, I had been playing cricket for 2 months.
2 months. 2 months.
जी, 2 months. I hadn't been playing for 2 months. Had I been playing for 2 months? Months. Hadn't I been playing for 2 months? Why had I been playing 2 months? Why
For.
hadn't I
Why had I been playing for? You forgot for. For 2 months.
for 2 months? Why hadn't I been playing cricket for 2 months?
Correct. Yes, Deepa ji. Now it's your turn.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Examples. 6 examples.
I had been attending class since Monday. I hadn't been attending class since Monday. Had I been attending class since Monday? Hadn't I been attending class since Monday? Why had I been attending class since Monday? Why hadn't I been attending class since Monday?
Correct. Mayank Sharma. Now it's your turn. 6 examples. Are you active? Alive? Mayank, I'm talking to you. No, now you are unable to listen to me, right? Now you would check your earpods. Karishma ji, frame 6 examples.
Can you say to me?
Yes, I said to you. Are you able to
What,
make
sir?
6 examples? Are you able to make 6 examples?
Yes, sir.
Yes, make it.
I had been singing since 2014. I had not been singing. I hadn't been singing since 2014. Had I been singing since 2014? Hadn't I been singing since 2014? Why? Why had I been singing since 2014? Why hadn't I singing since 2014?
You already typed this example. Give another
Yes, sir.
example.
I had been playing. I hadn't been playing.
No,
Had
it's
I
given
been
by,
playing?
it's already given by Pratiksha ji.
I had been watching movie. I hadn't been watching movie. Had I been watching movie? Hadn't I been watching movie? Why had I watching movie?
Why had I
had
been?
I been watching? Yes, sir. Why had I been watching movie? Why hadn't I been watching movie?
Correct. I had been watching movie. What would be Hindi of this?
I hadn't
Hindi,
been
Hindi.
watching
I
movie.
had been watching movie. Translate this sentence in Hindi.
क्या मैं मूवी नहीं देख रहा था?
5 rupees. I had been watching movie. It would be translated in Hindi. मैं मूवी देखता रहा था because time is missing. मैं मूवी देख रहा था तो that would be I was watching
There
movie.
is no negative
Yes.
sentence.
हाँ नेगेटिव देन मैं मूवी नहीं देखता रहा था. मैं मूवी नहीं देखता रहा था. नेगेटिव नॉट मैं मूवी नहीं देख रहा था. That is incorrect because you are using had been without time. Okay, I am coming with affirmative sentence once again. I had been watching movie. मैं मूवी देखता रहा था. This is translation. मैं मूवी देख रहा था. This is not the translation for this. मैं मूवी देख रहा था. This the translation would be I was watching movie. Right? So there is a difference between I was watching movie and I had been watching movie. What is the difference? I was watching movie means particularly work was going generally in the past, not for a long period of time. But I had been watching movie means the work was going on for a long period of time. Okay. So once again, to brief, I was watching movie, मैं movie देख रहा था, and I had been watching movie, मैं movie देखता रहा था. Okay, देखता रहा था. हाँ, if you are adding time, then there is no problem. For example, I had been watching movie since morning. Then you can say मैं सुबह से movie देख रहा था. Then ता रहा था, there is no need to add ता रहा था because time is given. Good. Yes, Karishma ji, frame your example.
I had been teaching the children before he came. I hadn't been teaching the children
Give me another
before
example.
he came.
Give me another example.
Okay. I had been cleaning the room before he came. I hadn't been cleaning the room before he came. Had I been cleaning the room before he came? Hadn't I been cleaning the room before he came? Why had I been cleaning the room before he came? Hadn't I been? Why hadn't I been cleaning the room before he came?
Okay. Karishma ji, would you please let me know if I'm telling this sentence? I had been cleaning the room since he came, and I had been cleaning the room before he came. What is the basic difference between both?
I had been cleaning the room before he came का मतलब है कि उसके आने से पहले
Karishma ji,
मैं
5 rupees. 5 rupees fine. You did not join from the beginning, right? So you didn't listen the announcement. The announcement was
Yes, sir.
made that you may not speak in Hindi. Either you are explaining or doing something, some certain stuff was told. In that case, you can only speak Hindi. Otherwise, you can't. So explain in English. Yes.
I had been cleaning the room before he came means before he came I had been cleaning सर हिंदी इंग्लिश में तो वही हो रहा है ना जो
Try to explain in
sorry
English.
sir
Yes, try to explain. Find a way. Is there anyone else who can explain except Savitri ji because she already explained that time? Raise your hand. Who can explain? I had been cleaning the room since he came, and versus I had been cleaning the room before he came. What is the difference? Since versus before.
Sir,
Unmuted.
translate in Hindi.
No. Try to explain in English. Unable? Okay. Anyone else?
Sir, may
Yes.
Actually,
Okay. Renuji is
yeah,
explaining.
go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, Renuji.
Sir, in before case, two times are two verbs are two verbs
Sorry.
was in
Your
different
network is
time
too
zone.
weak. Your network is poor. Okay, I would come to Mayutalaji. You were saying something? Yes.
Yeah, actually, we use before for the any activity like uh, working or reading or something else. I think so. Or the game is like we have to give the status for the person.
Mayutalaji, what was the question? Let me know.
Yeah, it's like you have to ask like what is the this difference between this he came and the before he.
No. The question
Okay.
was, what is the difference between since he came and before he came? With the full sentence, um, she had been cleaning the room before he came, and she had been cleaning the room since he came. So, what is the difference between before he came and since he came? I'm asking this.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I guess no one. Yes, Amarjaji.
Sir, I want to speak.
Yes. Okay, Anand.
Sir, the first sentence is, could you please repeat? He,
Before he came
he,
and then since he came. I had been cleaning the room would be same before he came or since he came. Difference.
sir, before he came, I had been cleaning the room. It means before. It means the person is not coming. And since he came means the person is coming, but since refers to name of the time. The person is present, but before means the person is not present.
You're trying well. Amarjaj, you wanted to say something? You wanted to add something?
Yes, sir. In the before, in that statement, he had been playing. Sorry, she had been cleaning since he came. It means that the action is take place after the coming of the person in this scenario. And in the second case, she had been cleaning before he came. In this scenario, the action is take place before the person arrived.
Good. Great. Lovely. As expected. Yes, Priyanshi.
Sir, in the before sentence, the cleaning started first and then he
Yes.
came. And in the since sentence, his arrival is the starting point of cleaning. This is
Yes.
what I wrote in my notebook.
Correct. Good. Let me conclude. So the basic difference between since he came and before he came, when you are using since he came, it means the action was ongoing from that particular point of time. And what was the point of time? Since he arrived, since he came. It means after he came, he had been cleaning the room. After he came, he had been cleaning the room. Or from that particular time. That since he arrived, since he came, from that moment only. Right? When he arrived, I can say, when he arrived, the action started going on. She had been cleaning the room when he arrived. I can say this. But in the case of before, as Priyansi ji and Amarza ji has mentioned, the action took place earlier. The action took place earlier. Like he came, before that something was going on. What was going on? She had been cleaning the room. It means action is taking place earlier. Earlier than what? Earlier than the arrival of that person. Okay. So since denotes point of time, the work is starting from, and before denotes something had been going on before a particular event. So this is the basic difference. Karishma ji, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. Mini ji, are you there? Turn on a camera, Mini ji. Suhani Gavli ji, turn on a camera. Yes, Suhani ji. Frame 6 examples.
I had been going since morning.
Wait. Give me another example. Give me another example.
I mm, I had been playing since morning.
It is given already by Pratiksha ji.
I had been dancing since morning.
Okay.
I had been dancing since morning. I hadn't been dancing since morning. Had I dancing since morning?
No. Had I been?
Had I been dancing since morning? Hadn't I been dancing since morning? Why had I been dancing since morning? Why hadn't I been dancing since morning?
Correct. Mini ji, your examples.
I had been traveling since morning. I had not been traveling since morning. Had I been traveling since morning? Hadn't I been traveling since morning? Why had I traveling? Why had I been traveling since morning? Why hadn't I been traveling since morning?
Correct. Kirti ji, are you there? Examples. If this meeting gets ended, join with another link because we have less than 1 minute. Yes, go on, Kirti ji. I said go on. I didn't say go away. Go on means continue. You're not audible.